whose last name eludes me, and he's the communications coordinator for the county. You've met our CAO, Pat Vincent, and then Deputy Reeve, I'll let you go and we'll.
Good morning, Ashton Anderson. I live in the far east of the county.
Good morning, Joe Gerlach. I represent Division 1 in the south area, Rochester, Bearville area.
Brian Hall, I live just north of Joe and in the Perryvale region.
Good morning, welcome Gary Cromwell, far north, Wandering River, Brainerd, Ujig area, the island of Wandering River.
Kelly Chamzik, Prosperity Grassland, Atmore and Donneville areas.
Morning, Camille Wallach, Division 9, north of the river.
Morning, Rob Mins, Division 8, Baptiste Lake Island Lake area.
And on joining us via Zoom, we have Councillor Kapitanek, and she's in Collington right now. And absent is Councillor Holland, who lives to the east of town. And the floor is yours. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Reeve and Council. And yeah, my name's Brian Panasic. I'm with Northern Lakes College, and I work specifically with dual credit and recruitment is my area. And I know Councillor Cromwell through the Community Education Committee requested a presentation on dual credit. Now, I wasn't exactly sure what was wanted, so I have a really quick presentation and then I'll throw it open to some questions that you may have specifically. So maybe just go to the next slide there. And,
Yes, you have a clicker right here.
oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay. But basically just what is dual credit? And I'm not sure if everybody knows, but dual credit is available for high school students, and it is an opportunity for high school students to take college courses while they're still in high school. And while they take the college course, they get credit at the college, but also high school credits, and hence the name dual credit. You get credit from both institutions. And you know, there is a ton of good reasons why you would want to take dual credit. I'm a dual credit convert, and I have seen so many great success stories where kids get an opportunity to explore a career that they might be interested in. They can see if they like it. It saves them time after high school to find out if they like what they're doing or not like that particular program. In some cases, we've seen some of our students actually graduate college just before and walk across the college stage before they graduate high school. So there's so many great win-wins. You know, if you can come out with a credential, you can get a job, get you started. We've had students that, you know, get started in one career and decide to go on, like they might take healthcare aid and then decide they want to go into be a nurse, or they might take you know, fourth class power engineering and move on to third class, or go into educational assistant and go, yeah, I really like this and this is something I could work with, and then want to get into and be a teacher. So there's all kinds of great things that you can do in dual credit. Just to really quickly give you some of the ideas, some of the programs and courses that we have available at Northern Lakes College. And I'm saying programs and courses because sometimes there's programs, you can take the entire program, but oftentimes it's just some courses in that program. For example, practical nurse, you can take some programs in that, some courses that would go into your primary care paramedic, healthcare aid, same thing, or you can actually take the whole program. You can get courses in social work and addictions counseling, but you can actually take your entire educational assistant and early learning and childcare program if you wanted to. We have trades programs in carpentry, welding, electrical, millwright, and heavy equipment technician. You can take some courses in introduction to surveying and power engineering, fourth class as dual credit. You can take office admin, business admin, computer network specialists, and all of those you can take the entire program if you were so inclined. And we have a whole bunch of university transfer courses that students can take and transfer if they plan to go to university and transfer those. So again, it's very easy for people to get started in dual credit. If you're a high school student here in Athabasca, you just go and see your counselor. We have an agreement signed, the college and Aspen View School Division, so they can talk to their counselor. They sign up for a course and they can get going. So it's to me, it's a really, really great deal for high school students. So that was a really quick rundown through it, and I'm just going to open that up for any questions.
Counselor Chamzak, then Counselor Cromwell.
As a mom with up and coming kids, entering, out of high school and so on and so forth, I really appreciate seeing even on social media, the things like you have everything from like firearm safety courses to H2S Alive. And it's just really great to see that. But I also seen that, you guys ran a program for, I think, junior high children at one point for a welding program, like an intro into that as well. And I think that that's just excellent work. And now that you answered one of my questions, partnering with Aspen View School District, do you also partner with Northern Lights School Division and as well?
No, we don't have an agreement with Northern Lights School Division. Well, we haven't.
Okay. thank
Any,
you.
it's up to the school divisions if they want to partner. School divisions can partner with post-secondaries from around the province and do dual credit. One of the nice things about Northern Lakes College is we do a lot of our delivery by distance. So many of the programs, except for the trades, they can take by distance, so they can take just about anywhere. And so, yeah.
Well, thank you for that. And I wasn't sure how this process goes. And with, you know, the age of technology, it's always a wonderful thing to have. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Counselor Cromwell.
So I want to say thank you very much for your presentation and appreciate you coming in here today and sharing that with the group.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I had the pleasure last year of attending the convocation in Slave Lake, and it was really amazing to watch the grads, because they weren't all just out of high school. There was this age of the high school grads and the people who were clearly more mature, and that I thought was pretty special. One of the people that I saw at the convocation was also somebody who had graduated high school here a week or two before. And then the next week I was in the accounting office, and there she was already deploying her Northern Lakes skills and certificate with a, you know, hopefully a well-paying job. I don't know what they're like, but I mean, she was right away had that skill, and it wasn't just the grocery store for the summer or something like that. So the two questions I had really were, what did the schools do to promote your dual credit program internally? Like, do they take an active role in promoting it, or is it just something the students have to stumble upon?
You'd have to talk to the school divisions on that. We have some school divisions that are very active and some school divisions that are not as active in promoting the programs.
So on, do you have any idea how many Aspen View students right now are making use of this opportunity?
Yeah, we've had 6 in the past year.
And it's eligible to grade 10, 11, 12?
Yes. It is available depending on what courses, but most of them start in grade 11. We get very few starting in grade 10. The grade 10 curriculum, they're very already got a full course load with high school, and they need to have grade 10 prerequisites of English and math usually. So they could start it in second semester, but usually they're so busy, they start it in grade 11 and 12.
Okay. And then do you end up, like, in terms of lab space, do you make use of Aspen View facilities for the welding labs and the other trades related things, or where do they go to learn those skills?
We've been using our own facilities. So we have labs for shop space in Slave Lake would be the closest, and then High Prairie and High Level.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Other questions from council? Councilor Gerlich, then CAO, and then Councilor Mins.
So for students taking the trades, they would have to be on site. And what do they do for their, are they on site for the college training and take their high school courses by sort of distance? Or how do they?
Trades is one of those where they have to come full time. It's a full-time program, face to face. So usually it's a semester off when they take the trade. So yeah, and they'd have to be on site. So for Athabasca, it's not ideal because the student would have to relocate. And we have had students relocate to another, a community to take the trade if they were very, very interested. But it's usually the students that are in that community that take advantage of it more for the trades.
And then
Yeah.
otherwise it would be sort of a distance learning for the other. The other locations.
Programs, yeah. The trades is a little different. They expect them there face to face.
Good, thank you.
CAO, then Councillor Mins.
Mr. Reeve, through the chair. I very proud to have served 2 terms on the Board of Governors for Northern Lakes College. And very proud of the reputation that Northern Lakes College has in distance learning. My wife is a graduate of the social work program and went on to Athabasca University and University of Victoria to get her bachelor's in social work. So one huge success story from my personal
Thank you.
perspective. The other thing is the reputation of Northern Lakes College reached all the way to Thailand, and the youngest princess in the royal family made a trip to Slave Lake, Alberta in 1996 so she could see how the licensed practical nurse program was being delivered here. And she used that model in Thailand to educate students in the northern regions of Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. And that was a huge success. So very, very proud of my association and those wonderful success stories. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I did not know about that. So that's good to know. Yeah, wonderful.
You were still in high school?
Yeah.
Councillor Mins.
This sounds like a great program. Back, I don't know, 20 years ago or so, there was a program through the school. It was a RAP program. And this sounds kind of like it, but the only thing is, so you guys aren't using any businesses, any industry as training centers or just your own classroom stuff?
Well, if you're speaking specifically of trades, when you talk about the RAP program, there's 2 things that you need as a tradesperson to get certified or to get your first period. Is number 1 is you have to have the work experience. You have to have, I believe it's 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
And number 2, you have to have the theory component. The RAP program gives you the experience component. The dual credit program gives you the theory component. So if you take RAP and dual credit trades, you can graduate as a first period of that trade. So you would be fully certified. You got the hours and you got the theory. So they're very similar, but a little bit different in what we offer. We don't offer the hours of training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you talk about, we do use a lot of the businesses in the communities that we're in for some of the other programs. For example, educational assistant. If a student's taking educational assistant from Aspen View, they would often go to another classroom in maybe the same school or to the elementary school and work as an educational assistant there when they're doing their practicums and stuff. Same thing with power engineering. You have to get some STEAM time, and we work with Careers Next Generation where they can go out and get some internships, get that STEAM time and get paid for it. And then they would do the theory with us, and very much like a trade where you get certified once you have your experience and you have your theory.
Yeah, and it sounds like on this, on the power engineering, and that it sounds like it's kind of virtually a wrap program where, because they're getting paid and they're getting their time in on the practical end.
Absolutely,
And
it
plus
is.
doing their theory.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
right on. That's
The big
perfect.
difference with power engineering is you can do the theory by distance.
Right.
Whereas the theory for the trades, they want you to attend the
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
It's a
welcome.
great program.
Other questions? You know, I think certainly the ability to educate people in their homes and their communities is a big deal in Northern Alberta, and it's something we should be celebrating, and I appreciate you sharing this with us today.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tell all your kids and grandkids it's coming up. It's a great opportunity for people, and it's still not as well known as I think it should be out there. People still don't know about it as much as they should, but it is a great opportunity, and Aspen View is on board, so they can, if your kids are in this school division, they have access to it. Have them talk to their high school counselor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Council, we will take a recess of until 5 minutes past, and then we have an 11 o'clock delegation, which before we do that, it would be in order to entertain a motion to enter closed session from Councillor Wallach. All those in favor? That is carried 8-0. I see you, Councillor.